The music industry is terrified of Blackpink's Lisa right now, and it all comes down to a single piece of paper. Not a scandal, not a bad record sales report, but a contract clause that billion-dollar labels spent 30 years ensuring their stars would never touch. Ownership of master recordings. In 2024, Lisa walked away from the most controlling entertainment machine in Asia and launched her own label, LOUD. While executives assumed she would fall back into a traditional major record deal, she pulled off an unhinged move that quietly flipped the entire business upside down. What she did next left major music executives completely out of touch and scrambling for control. Welcome back to the channel, where we dissect the messy situations behind the biggest names in pop culture. Lisa left Thailand at 14 to join YG Entertainment, entering a machine built on turning human beings into corporate balance sheet line items. K-pop agencies invest millions upfront into housing, language lessons, and vocal coaches. But once a trainee debuts, they sign away 7 years of their life under terms international media literally call slave contracts. The label takes it all: stage names, image rights, and critically, the master recordings. When Lisa's solo track Money broke records and crossed 1 billion streams on Spotify, YG pocketed the vast majority of those royalties. She built the fame, performed the track, and drove the numbers, but the underlying asset belonged to executives. By launching LLOUD and holding onto her master rights, she flipped those economics entirely, keeping an estimated 80 to 85% of direct music royalties instead of the pitiful 10 to 20% typical of legacy K-pop deals after recoupment. Does an agency genuinely earn the right to own an artist's voice forever just because they paid for the early training costs? Drop your take below on where that line should actually be drawn. For 30 years, no superstar at this level figured out how to break that trap, until Lisa pulled off an absolute masterclass in leverage. By late 2023, Blackpink's group contract with YG was up. All 4 members renewed for group activities, but every single one of them walked away from individual solo deals. Lisa detached her personal brand from the mothership while keeping Blackpink intact, safeguarding YG's primary cash cow to prevent a messy legal battle while freeing herself to operate on her own terms. Industry insiders expected her to take a massive upfront advance from a Western giant like Universal or Warner and hand over her new masters. Instead, she dropped a single Instagram post to her 100 million followers announcing her own company, LLOUD, which she owns 100%. But running an independent label poses an immediate wall. How do you distribute music globally without handing your masters over to a major label? 2 months after launching LLOUD, Lisa announced a global partnership with Sony Music's RCA Records. Outlets reported it as a standard record deal, but it was nothing of the sort. The fine print confirmed Lisa retains full ownership of every single master recording. Traditional record deals demand that the label owns the audio file while paying the artist a tiny cut after deducting expenses. LLOUD flipped the script by structuring a pure licensing and distribution partnership, ensuring 80 to 85% of all streaming, licensing, and album revenue flows straight to LLOUD's balance sheet. Think of it like self-publishing a book. You keep the copyright, own the intellectual property, and pay a company to handle distribution to bookstores. LLOUD acts as the publisher, RCA serves as the global logistics machine, and the ultimate asset stays squarely in Lisa's hands. If you want to stay ahead of the quiet business moves reshaping entertainment before mainstream media catches on, hit that subscribe button right now. That exact business structure terrifies legacy K-pop executives because their entire corporate valuation relies on owning IP. When top artists walk and keep their masters, that long-term value bypasses the agency balance sheet entirely. Wall Street and Reddit threads tracked YG's stock fluctuations in real time, as investors realized top talent no longer needed corporate overlords to scale globally. The commercial proof came fast. Lisa dropped Rockstar through LLOUD and RCA, hitting #1 on the Billboard Global, excluding US chart. Next came New Woman with Rosalia, taking home Best Collaboration at the MTV EMAs. By February 2025, she rolled out her debut full-length album, Alter Ego, entering the US Billboard 200 at #7 and moving 28,000 physical copies in week 1 alone. She became the first K-pop solo artist to perform at the Oscars and went on to headline the Sahara stage at Coachella. These milestones proved a completely independent artist holding her own masters could achieve massive global scale without label gatekeepers taking a cut. Public sentiment across TikTok and X exploded as fans realized Lisa was rewriting the rules for the entire industry. Her groupmates immediately followed suit. Jennie launched OA, Jisoo created Blissoo, and Rosé locked in major distribution while keeping full creative autonomy. This collective exodus triggered a massive domino effect across the entire K-pop ecosystem, forcing giant entertainment conglomerates like HYBE and SM Entertainment to scramble, rewrite their negotiation contracts, and offer flexible sub-label structures just to stop their highest-earning stars from walking out the door. Now that all 4 members have carved out their own independent paths, which of these solo business setups do you think will actually hold up best over the next 5 years? Let me know which play feels the smartest to you. This was a total paradigm shift, forcing traditional agencies to rethink how they deal with superstars. This play unbundles what legacy record labels spent decades forcing together. Rather than selling off your life's work to cover distribution and marketing expenses, modern creators can simply hire the infrastructure while retaining absolute ownership of the core asset. By announcing LLOUD directly to her audience before sitting down at the negotiating table, Lisa turned her fan base into unbeatable leverage, making it impossible for label suits to demand her masters behind closed doors. The music industry is terrified of LLOUD not because of a single hit record, but because it gives every creator a clear, repeatable playbook to build generational wealth instead of settling for short-term advances. Lisa didn't just build a new company, she proved that the old system only has power if creators keep agreeing to give up what they make. The music industry is terrified of LLOUD because it shows every artist watching that they don't have to settle for a paycheck when they can own the whole building. If this breakdown gave you a fresh perspective on the quiet business moves reshaping pop culture, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an insider deep dive. Drop your final thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.